This week I'm playing for another ATP point in the main draw of my last tournament of the year here in Kuwait at the Rafa Nadal Academy. Last week I showed you how my qualifying went and also how I had match points in main draw but didn't manage to convert and ended up losing in a tight third set battle against a top 500 player. Now, a few weeks ago I showed you how the qualifying of this week went, how I managed to win 2 matches in a row against high level players. So let's jump straight into the main draw. Now of course today started off like any other with a pretty healthy breakfast.
Yes guys, so just a breakfast now. Have a mixture, got some eggs, got some fruit, got some cereal. Playing in about an hour and a half, so enough time to let it digest. The breakfast here is really, really nice, so I'm going to sit here and enjoy it for about half an hour and yeah, get going with the match warm-up, followed by obviously playing the match.
I had to go warm up, serves, volley, smashes, you know the drill, pretty basic stuff. You're looking to just get warm. Around 45 minutes before the start of the match is when I'd look to hit for about 15 to 20 minutes. I like to keep it pretty light, pretty simple. I always like to play a few points, also keep the hands nice and loose. I don't like to take this warm-up kind of too seriously. And guys, before we jump straight into the match, I wanted to let you guys know that I've decided to partner up with Swing Vision. Now, Swing Vision is a software which allows you to really easily break down your matches, analyze them, and it's especially helpful for me and my coach to look through my matches and see what I've done wrong. So some of the benefits of Swing Vision are they use AI to cut down a 2-hour match into just 20 minutes, which saves me a lot of time when editing. It also allows you to search based on various filters for specific shots that you've hit within a certain session. And finally, it gives you a comprehensive breakdown of all of the stats of the match, practice session, or just session that you've played, which allows you to understand a little bit more about your game identity and see what areas do I need to work on. For me, let's say my serve percentage was slightly low during a match. I will obviously go and then work on my serve percentage for the next match. So that's the ways that Swing Vision does help me. There'll be a link in the description where you can go check out Swing Visions for yourselves. And with that link, you can also get a free swing stick when you sign up. But now, let's take a look at the match. Of course, the shots tracked by Swing Vision giving you a little bit of a insight into kind of the actual speeds of what's happening on the court, but as you can see, starting off with a very, very solid service game. My opponent, Jack Loge, player ranked around 1,000 in the world from Belgium, I believe. He's had some very, very solid tournaments this year. I've seen him play in Monastir, having some big battles out there, so I knew it wasn't going to be an easy match. I knew that he was going to be someone that's going to make a lot of balls and play at a high level throughout, so I knew I'd have to start off well, try and find a break pretty early on and use the fact that maybe he was slightly nervous out of the door to my advantage. But as you can see here, playing some very good points early on, getting a break point opportunity and going down the line with the backhand. I was actually aiming more through the middle, but hitting it slightly late, paying off and going up an early break in this match. I definitely felt that I had kind of nothing to lose against a much higher ranked opponent, so coming out of the gate firing was working. But of course he responded with some solid serving in his service game, some big hitting, letting me know what was to come in this match. But I knew, okay, on my serve all I've got to do is just stay confident, stay solid, keep doing what I was doing. However, as you can see, it began raining, and when it was raining it poured. And even during the points here, as you can see, having a point to go 4-1, kind of conscious of the fact that it's raining now pretty heavily already, end up putting a backhand into the net. Said to us another 20 minutes. Been waiting now for like 4 or 5 hours actually. We went on about maybe 12, and yeah, we're going on not before 4 o'clock. So it's just going to try and come out there with some good energy, be on it from the first point, and yeah, really try and just keep the momentum going. But if it does swing the other way, just keep focused and keep the ball on serve and keep doing what I was doing. And main thing, enjoy. If it's the last match of the year, I want to enjoy it. I want to go out happy and not kind of holding any regrets. So it's also going to help me win because I'm going to be more positive. So after a couple hours of rain delay, we restarted at the score of deuce. Now this was kind of in my head a little bit. I'm not someone that reacts pretty well to delays in the matches. In my past experience, it's something that I can definitely work on. But I started off pretty solidly here, winning this point. Said to myself, look, just come out, try and stay solid, try and win these few points, go 4-1 up, kind of convert the break in a way. And as you can see me here, just hustling, forcing the ball wide, taking the game 4-1 to go 4-1 up. And from here on, I think I just kind of had a slightly too relaxed mindset. Obviously, going into 4-1, I began to make a few unforced errors. I began to get a little bit nervous that I kind of was up because I'd had time to think about it. And this is one of the toughest things about tennis is that kind of break in between delays in the matches. You see it at Wimbledon, you see it in other places, and definitely on the Futures Tour. You can see I start my service game well though at 30 love here, just putting that ball wide for a 40 love lead, which would have been crucial in this first set. However, just beginning to coming out a little bit cold, I want to say. Coming out just a little bit passive at some points. You can see there bits of aggression still coming through. And that's definitely what I was trying to do and keep doing. And you know, Jack definitely raised his level. He was nervous towards the beginning. However, once we came back out after the rain delay, he was firing, and you know, he broke back here straight away to go 4-3. And now I'm in a bit of a hold. You know, I've lost the momentum that I had in the first set. I've gone down a break, so it's kind of crucial for me here to try and figure out a way of taking points, and just missing a few balls here and there, leading it to go 4-all. Now this is a game here. This could be a huge momentum swing if I lose it. So I knew how crucial this game was. So I just said to myself, stay solid, try and do what you're doing, don't give him any chances, and you know, you've got to hold here. And I do hold in a pretty crucial game there, and you know, I've definitely secured at least a 7-5 in this set, so I knew that kind of pressure's off in that sense a little bit. Jack serving well, and this key point here at 30-all, taking his second serve, could have gone a little bit more tee, getting good depth on that forehand there, trying to pepper onto his forehand, just keep him in that forehand corner, because I think backhand to backhand battle I was slightly worse off. Putting that slice a little bit too short, managing to hustle it pretty well, approaching off the backhand, and him getting a net cord passing shot winner up the line, which allowed him to then get the break and have a first set point. So you can see just a little bit of luck going, you know, in his way, but also on my side, just the momentum going away slightly and losing the first set 7-5. And that's how quickly it goes sometimes in tennis. And to be honest, mentally I was a little bit frustrated and broken after that. You know, being 4-1 up is obviously super frustrating, and especially when you then pair it with my opponent coming back and winning the set 7-5, that was something that's super tough to recover from, and something that I think going forward into my next matches, not getting broken in that first game and the second set is going to be crucial, because now Jack's feeling it. He is obviously a player who, when he can play at his best level, can play some very, very high level tennis, and so obviously with him feeling more comfortable now in this match with the upper hand, he's of course going to be more likely to play that high level tennis. Sometimes in these futures matches it's all about keeping it close, keeping those nerves high, but as soon as one player has that feeling that they're going to win, it can be pretty lethal, and I think that he had it here, and I was struggling to find the level to keep up with him. I don't necessarily think I played badly. I was trading good in the crosses. It was just one point here and there that Jack was winning and able to find a passing shot past me, or just a winner to finish the point. I think that was the slight difference, I want to say. However, I did keep fighting. You know, this match is far from over. We've seen, you know, me having match points and losing it, so definitely wanted to keep fighting, giving myself opportunities here to go 3-2 and keep it relatively tight in this second set. You can see that what Jack does really well is he plays from the baseline with great depth, that ball landing right in the corner. He then gets a short ball and approaches, and I can't do enough with that lob to put the ball past him, and you know, he goes up 5-1 here. You can see me trying to come to the net as a last resort, but shots like that, kind of from outside the court, backhand up the line winners, is really tough to kind of defend against. And I go 5-2 down, and you know, this game I say to myself, look, just try your best, do what you can, try and hustle. He's going to be a little bit tight closing out the match, and you know, you never know kind of what's going to happen. You know, I definitely did feel a little bit defeated though, and frustrated in myself that I kind of let that affect me so much. And it was definitely something that, you know, I felt like I was being moved around the court a little bit too much. I wasn't playing my usual aggressive game, and I think that sometimes maybe if my game isn't working, I need to just stick to it a little bit and stick to my guns. But yeah, Jack hitting some solid serves there and gives himself a match point here at 40-30. And I can't quite get that ball up over the net, and I end up losing the match.